2 hours at Oak Heights. This is the Brooklyn Heights location. I didn't know it's right next to Radio Bakery, the new location. You guys look at it, smells amazing. This year the weather has been really cold and windy, so we are not getting as full of a bloom. It's so gorgeous and it smells amazing.
Elle chante comme un enfant qui vient de quitter son lit. Elle danse comme un enfant, encore si belle et sans souci. Au marché entre cuir et pas sec, une fois par semaine. Robe blanche, des souliers en plastique. Elle cherche des poissons. Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Elle est si fière d'être là.
Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Il est si fier qu'elle soit là.
Un jour elle n'en pourra plus, mais il n'oubliera pas. Il voit son hésitation quand elle salue ses amis. Ne pose pas de questions, rien n'est plus beau que son sourire. Un été entre cuir et pastèque, quand il se promène. Robe blanche, ses souliers en plastique, tout est comme avant. Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Il est si fier d'être là.
Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Elle est si fière qu'il soit là.
Un jour il
It's so pretty.
mais
These are called Magnolia Lois.
elle fait les courses avec papa.
Elle est si fière d'être là.
Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Il est si fier qu'elle soit là.
Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Il est si fier d'être là.
Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Elle est si fière qu'il soit là.
Un jour elle n'en pourra plus, mais il n'oubliera pas. Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Il est si fier d'être là.
Elle fait les courses avec papa.
Elle est si fière qu'il soit là.
I think I'm gonna pick up one of these. Because I've been looking for this for so long, and it doesn't have the rubber bottom tip. It's just minimal and really nice. I'm debating between this Nordic wear one. It's made in the US. It's really nice and minimal, but this one you can be able to release. Not really quite sure. You guys, look at this. It is so dramatic though because it's been so cold and windy, and every time these petals fall, they make really loud noise. I'm so sad. Look at this. This is my backyard. Wow. But yeah, I cannot wait for these petals to finish falling. Then I'll do a few rounds of cleanup in this backyard and get this space ready. I'm gonna be out here pretty much every day. Hey guys, I am in the kitchen because I am going to be making carrot cake. I am not a baker. I don't like sweet treats. I don't like cakes, but for some reason, something got to me. Maybe because it was Easter Sunday and I got fed with so many cooking, baking content, Easter themed, so that inspired me to make this. I found a really easy recipe from Alice and Roman. I also watched a few other recipes, and the one from Claire Saffitz, it's very detailed. I feel like I have to sit down and write notes. I kind of fell asleep watching her video because I think it's more of a professional baker. I love Alice and Roman. Most of her recipes are very much my kind of vibe because I love the way of her approaching certain ingredients. Her recipes are straightforward. It always resonates with me as compared to most chefs out there because again, I don't really follow a lot of recipes. Although I do love the idea of buying cookbooks and trying out different recipes from chefs, I still am not a cookbooker. I am not a recipe follower. If you're baking or making a dish for the first time, it's very important to follow exact measurement so that you can tweak it the next time. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I have never made any cakes, to be honest with you, but I kind of like aim to the idea of simple cake like this with some cream cheese frosting on top and then simple decoration. Her recipe calls for the ingredients and makes 1 9-inch cake. I got this baking pan. This is an 8-inch from the brand Nordic Ware. I mean, I could have lifted it as well, but I kind of ran out of time, so I decided to stop by the kitchen store on Atlantic Avenue. It's one of my favorite kitchen stores. This one is the exact style that I've been after, the one that doesn't have any silicone. It's just like simple and it's just easy to clean. It looks minimal. The reason why I don't own a lot of these kitchen baking tools is because I don't bake a lot and I don't have a lot of space in my kitchen, so that's why I have to keep myself very disciplined because otherwise I would buy everything, if that makes any sense. So these are the only things that I picked up from the kitchen store. I also picked up some grocery items and then things that I need for this recipe, but of course the most important ingredients that you would need is carrots. I picked up a bag from Wegmans yesterday and I also have some of these yellow carrots from Trader Joe's. I think I'm going to be using a mix of 2 types of carrots just so it adds flavor, texture. 180 grams of all-purpose or AP flour, 3 grams of ground cinnamon, 6 grams of baking soda, 4 grams of kosher salt, 4 grams of baking powder, 1 gram turmeric. You could also use cardamom or ginger. I'm going to be using this knob. I'm gonna finely grate it using my microplane. 3 large eggs, 155 grams of light brown sugar, 145 grams of sour cream. Greek yogurt works too. 455 grams of carrots. I took out a little bit more and I will be peeling these and finally grate them using my box grater. 10 to 12 medjool dates. I have these from Trader Joe's. I only have about 5 left. 10 to 12 of these medjool dates. I have 4 left. 56 grams of unsalted butter melted. 40 grams of olive oil. Philadelphia cream cheese. I weighed it out and it's about 230 grams of cream cheese. It calls for 225 grams, so I will be using this whole thing. 60 grams of powdered sugar. I will be also using a little bit more kosher salt. And then lastly, I will be using 2 tablespoons of dried roasted unsalted pistachio. Just because I have some blood oranges, I am going to be adding the zest of this small blood orange into my carrot cake batter. And then we'll cut up some segments to decorate on top. set timer for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Here's my cream cheese with powdered sugar and a pinch of salt. I will let this sit on my kitchen counter and it will soften up a lot more than what it is right now. My carrot cake is ready. I'm going to have a quick peek and see if it needs the additional 5 minutes. It looks like it's perfect. I'm very happy. I'm going to let it go for another 5 minutes, then the bottom or the top get darker a little bit in terms of color. Look how gorgeous. I'm going to let this cool down for at least an hour before I flip it and decorate. It's pretty. Look at this. I'm getting ready to head out. I got invited to an event tonight, so I'm just gonna pack along my laptop to work on my laptop for like an hour. I'm very excited because there are going to be so many fun and cool events. Then I already got invited to a few of them end of this month and early May. I love going to events. I love meeting new people. My goal every time I go is to make a friend, and I get to say hi to people that I've met before, and that's how content creators or just people who are in this creative field make friends. And especially as an adult living in a big city like New York, it is pretty hard to make friends. Let's walk you through what I am wearing today. So this is my commando bodysuit that I love so much. I really wish that you could be able to try this material on your body because it's so thin, it is so stretchy, it's breathable, so it's like the perfect warm weather bodysuit. I love bodysuits because you don't have to worry about having to tuck in. Like this outfit today, I want to dress up a little bit, so that's why I sort of like let down my jeans one hem. As you can see, these are my favorite eyelet jeans from Citizens of Humanity. I have these pairs in white that I bought myself, and then I posted about them on TikTok, and then the brand wanted to reuse or repost my TikTok video. Then they offered me another pair, so I picked out the same pair but in the darker color, which I'm pretty sure you've seen. What's nice about these eyelet jeans is the fact that you can let down the hem, so they come with the bottom rolled up twice like this. So sometimes I would just let them be a little bit shorter so I don't have to stay up at the bottom of my jeans. But once I'm at the event, at the place where I want to look a certain way that I want to look, for example for tonight I want it to be a little bit more dressy, then I can certainly let down the bottom hem. As you can see, there's a difference. If I'm wearing flats or loafers or ballet flats, I would certainly do the two bottom hems rolled up, you can see. And then what's nice about these is that I can be able to belt the waist and bring the waist higher, or I can wear them a little bit low-waisted. And I really love the shape of the legs. They look really nice, effortless, either dress up or dress casually. Today I think I'm wearing my totem thong heels. These were initially extremely uncomfy. But to be honest, they weren't the cheapest because I really wanted them and they are really timeless. I love the square toe. The part that rubs my feet the most is this leather bits that my two toes go between. I wore them, walked a few blocks in New York, and that was the worst day of my life. I had to stop by a CVS to pick up bandages so that I could be able to walk home. And then it continued to hurt for the couple of times after that. And every time I had to make sure I have bandages on, but now they are fine. I would wear little heels like this on days when I know I'm not gonna be walking a lot. Okay, so here, as you can see, if I let down the bottom hem once, the bottom is barely touching on the ground. Like I'm not going to walk around the city with this length at all because I don't want the bottom of my white jeans to be ruined. But at the events when I know I'm gonna be stepping on carpet or on the tile floor, then it's fine. Like I just wear it for the look. And then I think I'm still gonna bring a leather jacket. Still need a layer for it, even though it's pretty nice and sunny out today. Today I'm gonna go back to the collarless version, the Bally leather jacket. I've been pretty much wearing the similar version of this outfit every day, but I just can't stop it. I'm going to bring my COS tote bag again. It's just so easy and convenient, and it just works with my outfit vibe at the moment. And I'm gonna stick my laptop in. Obviously, I charged it fully already, so I should be good for tonight. And then for jewelry, these are a pair of very old mango earrings. Belt is Marimekko Blue. It's got this really cool square buckle. I got this one on sale from Essence. My necklace, my initial necklace that I never take off, from Kitlin Minimalist. And these two silver rings are gifted from EuroClassic. I did my nails this morning in this brown color from Ella Miller. So yeah, wish me luck that my feet are not going to hurt as bad with these heels on, because today is my first day wearing these heels after not wearing them for like a year. However you see, but literally that man is shirtless and in shorts, and I'm in my leather jacket. I think I'll be okay. It's right now 70 degrees, but it's gonna get colder at night. Today is my very first gardening day of this year. It's more like cleaning up this backyard space, making it look nice and clean so then I can spend every day out here. That's pretty much what I do until the mosquito season. And that won't start until late July, I would say. July, August are the hottest month. And that's been a struggle every time when I'm out here because my skin, I attract a lot of mosquitoes and I would be the one that get bitten the most of everybody. I'm going to put on my garden gloves and clear up this corner. Then we'll just gather what I can in terms of these leaf petals that are dried up into a trash bag. The thing with living in New York is that you need to gather your yard waste into a black bag. I don't have it, so I'm just gonna use what I have. Are the radish packets that my friend got me from France. Last year, I was really good at labeling everything up until the point where there were some green sprouting on top. The squirrel would come. Basically, at the end, I ended up with nothing. Just gonna randomly sprinkle a few seeds here and there, and as long as I get them to the point where I could harvest something, that's a success to me. So I'm not going to put too much effort into it, but again, I have some of the soil. Actually, I threw some of the overgrown onions and garlic into the bigger planter that I have, so that soil has warmth in it and there are a lot of active kind of like roots underneath, so the soil is very healthy even though it smells like onion. But I'm just going to reuse it because the soil that I used was a really good type of soil. Basically throw in about like 10 seeds per nursery planter, and then of course, I'll keep you guys updated as we go. This is one of my favorite fern plant variety. It's great indoors and outdoors. I took it indoors for the winter, but I think now that it's pretty warm now in New York, it will be okay out here, and it will triple the size when we have the right temperature, sun, and water. So the plant is called Asparagus Densiflorus Mazeppa. I have this plant in one of my favorite hanging planters. This one is from Kinto. I bought 2 of these a couple years ago. They are very lightweight, made from this very sturdy, durable plastic material, and it comes with these 3 metal cords that you can be able to, again, hang and adjust by pressing on this metal piece here, push it upward, and then it will just release. Or you can also shorten the woody stems that no longer grow leaves or are dead. It's just like this. You've been with me since Seattle days. I got invited to this Plenty pop-up event in downtown Seattle. I was so lucky that I was able to score this Wilfin plant. It used to come in 2 leaves only, and this one grew last year and it's taller than the parent plant now. And I'm very tempted to split it in half because I know there are a lot of roots in there. The word is called root bound. I could definitely see some of the roots sneaking out from here. But I think I would love for it to be like a little bit fuller of a plant. I actually really enjoy the look of it, so like how the 3 leaves are so different. I haven't fertilized it at all this winter. I water it occasionally because it's been sitting indoors, so now I'm just going to add some soil to the top. So I have this bag of soil. It's from the brand Black Gold, just an all-purpose potting mix that I got from my local nursery, just a couple blocks from where I live. There's this lady. I saw that there's a sign that say they are selling the building. I'm gonna be so sad if that plant shop is no longer here. But yeah, with cactus and succulents, you do want to make sure you create a potting mix that's aerated, not just the potting soil alone. So I like to add some of these perlites. Again, this is the brand that I have. Just be adding extra soil because I haven't done that in a while. And then I'm gonna fertilize it with this Espoma organic cactus or succulent plant food. Cactus mix solution into water, not too much. I'm gonna probably have to do 2 rounds of this so that we could make sure that we thoroughly watering the plants all the way down to the bottom A pot. I actually bought it from Pistol Nursery in Portland, back when I used to do a lot of road trips and we had a car, so I could be able to haul home big things. I have this terracotta pot here. It's about 2 inches bigger and it's a lot deeper. And I know jungle cactus like this does really well in terracotta pot, and these tend to be more porous. So it's best to grow plants that don't really need a lot of water and need a lot of aeration in the roots. So I added new soil to the bottom of the pot. Here I have some of the plant's old soil and new soil with some perlite mixed into it, and just basically mix it up. Add new soil to the sides all around. And sometimes some people like to break off the plant as well, because that also helps encourage new root growth. Here is my sable blue. I took it off from this planter. I want to show you the roots. If you want your plant to grow fuller, most of these are grown at this length. Just gonna trim off some of these stems that are looking kind of sad because there are barely leaves on it. Cut it off. We'll go ahead and fill up this pot with new soil. I bought this one from Amazon. It's from the brand Miracle Grow. You can also get the all-purpose fertilizer from the brand Espoma. That's what I usually get. It comes in a liquid, but this one works just fine. So I bought a big box because these are crystals. You can dilute it in some water and then fertilize most of your plants. I'm going to use the small scoop. Add it in here with a little bit more water. I'm gonna go around and water all of my plants. I bought this one by mistake. It's really big. If you have a garden, great for like landscaping and great for hanging plants outside. I'm wondering if I should do this. That case will help encourage this guy to grow a lot bigger, and right now this pot looks like it's too small for it. Just basically yanking it out from the pot. It's so dry and oh my gosh, look at this crazy. I know I'm upsizing it up to 4 inches bigger than its current pot. Ideal is 2 inches. It's so heavy though, but I think it will be able to grow out beautifully. It'll be okay and it looks really nice. I want to repot my Syndapsis pictus, big giant spotty leaves. It used to be really full, but then it died down a little bit because my current apartment doesn't have as much light compared to my first New York apartment, but it's really long. This is one of my favorite plants. It is called the climbing onion, or it has a scientific name that's very interesting that I can never remember. The plant is called Bowie volubilis. It's a pretty easy plant and it actually grows or thrives on neglect. You don't really need to water this plant so much. Oh, the birds are so loud today. Don't throw it away if all of these eventually die off, because it's died 3 times on me already and it comes back every time. And now it's growing season, so I want it to look like this. I'm gonna go to a store to buy a metal stick, something like that, so then I could have that similar look. Because otherwise, right now I think the proportion of this planter versus the bulb is a little bit off. Tempted to use this plant. Okay, this is an Anthurium. It hasn't been growing at all. It used to have 3 or 4 leaves and then the bottom leaves died off. I think I might transfer it. I think the shape will look really cool. I think I'm gonna just have it grow on top of each other for now. Look how cute! This is my Philodendron totem. It used to be a very rare plant. So I bought it on Etsy a year and a half or 2 years ago. It did grow out a new stem, but during the move, I'm pretty sure something knocked on it, or it broke. But now this year, it is pushing out this new growth. As you can see, this one, the leaf is still unfurling. I'm so tempted to just cut off the leaf because the leaf is not perfect anymore. I think I'm just gonna trim off this bottom leaf so then the plant could give more energy towards the new leaf at the closer to the stem. I think I like this a little bit more because now that it has more of a symmetrical look to it. Okay, so I repotted it into this white nursery planter. The white color is distracting my eyes right now, but This is what you're going to see from afar. I think I'm okay with it because the planter, this is terracotta. It's more porous, but there's no holes at the bottom. So I don't want to plant my plants directly in it, which I can though, because philodendron plants are very easy to grow. So they will thrive in a nursery planter or more porous one. I'm gonna grow these indoors because I don't want any actions out here because squirrel will come and eat the leaves maybe. I don't know. I don't want that to happen. Cactus. This one is not a rare one. I just happen to have it for some reason. I love this planter. I also got it from Pistil Nursery. I'm gonna repot it, put my Ethereum in it, and then we'll just transfer this cactus here to one of the terracotta pot that I have because cacti, succulents really enjoy being in terracotta pot. I think it looks a lot better in this pot here. And then my cactus is going to be very happy with this terracotta pot. This plant, it is called the Rhaphidophora decursiva or dragon tail plant. It used to be super long and then it snapped off because the stems are so thick. When I try to move the plants around, I think it doesn't like being in this terracotta pot. Again, this is a type of tropical plant, so you do want to make sure you grow your tropical plants in pots that are sealed so then the water or the moisture could be able to remain a little longer than terracotta pot like this. I'm going to use this as my thumbnail photo. This is one of my most favorite plants ever. I used to own a lot of Hoya plants, but most died. This is the easiest. I barely had to water it. It's just so stunning. I only repotted it once. When I first bought it, actually, I got it from, pretty sure it was also from Pistil Nursery in Portland, Oregon. And I repotted it from a round circular pot to a square cube one that I have. I sometimes added soil around the root. I used to have this one in my living space. It did flower or did bloom for me once when I was at my Bushwick apartment because it was sitting by the window that gets so much sunlight, and that was such a glorious year when all my Hoya plants bloomed for me. This one bloomed as well and it's so gorgeous and fragrant. There are a lot of like growth points and roots that are being pushed out from the stem. It's not fussy at all. It just sits there. Sometimes I place it on the ground. Sometimes I place it higher up using one of the stool that I have. It's such a gorgeous plant, and if you have some sort of like bookshelf, it will grow beautifully. It's like an amazing trailing plant. It is so hardy, so lovely, and I love the circular shape of the leaves and how dark green it is with creamy kind of spots all throughout. And sometimes I like to use a wet cloth to wipe up all of the leaves to help make a little bit shiny looking. Would highly recommend picking it up and do splurge a little bit to get a fuller, bigger plant because I think it just looks a lot better and it will take you much less effort to grow your plant into like a bigger size. I kind of already cleaned up everything. I will have to put away all of the planters and pots, but that's pretty much it. I noticed for the duration that I'm out here, more magnolia petals fell and I just kept having to sweep and clean up this floor and I'm so tired right now. It still looks messy, but I want to wait until all of the petals dried up a little bit because if I collect the petals right now, they're very heavy still. But in a couple of days they will dry it up and then I'll come back out here and clean up the backyard. So here are my propagation. I ended up not using these Kinto vessels. It's because of the opening is a little bit too small. I'm going to leave these indoors by the windowsill, and in a couple of weeks the white roots will start coming out and I can either repot these into the original plant to make it a little bit fuller, bigger, or I can also make a new plant from it as well. So yeah, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching and make sure to subscribe below.